gathered here today because of one goal, because of one mission. We want to unify for change. But what kind of change are we advocating for? We want to unify for change on climate issues that bother young people mostly. And I'm happy to be mostly moderating all the sessions.
The conference positions Ghana on the growing list of countries where young people are at the forefront of the climate change dialogue in action around the 26th annual summit of the Conference of the Parties, also known as COP26. As we all know, even if children and young people are the least responsible for climate change, they will bear the greatest burden of its impact. As Mr. Antonio Guterres said, this is our time, a moment for transformation, an age of possibilities. Let us inspire hope, and let us start right now. Thank you.
The UK is really committed to making this an inclusive COP and making sure that your voice carries through from this LCOY into the COY and into the negotiations themselves. So we're really committed to that. So do reach out in any way I can help. The power station that I was trying to campaign against got blown up about 5 years ago. So these things can take time, but it's a sustained effort, and if you keep going, you will achieve results. Thank you.
For productive use applications, the first results and lesson learned. This will be done by Mr. Raphael Wisi, the project manager for GIZ Green People's Energy Grid. Let's clap for him, please.
The real work starts when you have the money, and the money is there. And you have to convince people to use renewable energies. We work with farmers. Instead of using diesel pumps, they get solar energy. We work with clinics that they use solar energy instead of getting electricity from the grid or just standing idle in the night without any electricity. So implementing project, that is the real issue, and that is the real challenge that we have. To find your niche where you implement climate change, mitigation, adaptation, cooperation, whatever, but please don't wait. Thank you very much.
Okay, UNICEF is very happy to support LCOY today to make sure that the voice of youth is strong and heard on issues related to climate change, and to make sure that their voice is taken into account by decision makers when enacting policy or strategy around actions directed towards mitigating the risks of climate change. We're also very happy to support the Youth Climate Council to enable youth voice to be strategically focused on problem solving over the next years.
Super excited to coordinate the Conference of Young People. It's been a whole day co-creating, ideas and solutions around the 8 thematic areas that were addressed today. It's so intriguing and suspect-based, where young people are sharing their challenges and their concerns in terms of climate and environmental issues. At the end of the day, the objective or the main reason why we gathered in the capital was to co-create ideas around the climate change and come up with the National Youth Statement for Ghana, which would feed into the global process that is the COP16 and COP26 in Glasgow this year. And out of this, we launched the Youth Climate Council. The Youth Climate Council is a mechanism bringing together all youth climate-led and climate-focused, organizations where we have a unified front. Over the years, the climate space has been largely polarized, where we do not have a central body to push for, policy negotiations, policy enactment and policy influence. This year, we are experiencing something different. That is with the launch of the Youth Climate Council. Now, the issues of youth being sidelined in the policy process or the policy chain at the regional and the national level, it would be a thing of the past, because the YCC basically would address those issues. How we intend to address the issue basically is to have a database of youth-focused and youth-led organizations within the climate and environmental space, where we have our paid officers at the secretariats liaising with the 10 regional focal points of the YCC, leveraging on, organizations at the regional level, bringing all their input and all their works into a one unified process, which will feed into the national process at the government level or at the national level. So for the first time, we've had the local conference of youths. We are hopeful and optimistic that in the coming years, we are going to host the second conference, the third conference, the fourth conference through the YCC. And I'm super excited, and I'm looking forward to us maximizing the opportunity around climate and environmental change, and hoping that youth or young people are included in the climate policy and negotiating, process. Thank you.
So thank you so much, the UNICEF team, and we look forward to finalizing things and making LCOY an institutional mechanism as we hope it will be. Also, we are hoping that through all this, we will be agents of change wherever we go. Everything that we've learned here is not only for us, but it's for us to be that multiplier effect, to create change, to help people know more about climate change, to call for climate action and climate justice. That is what we are looking for. So I'm so happy for everything that's happened here, and I want to thank you again.
After organizing this LCOY Ghana 2021 and formulating the YCC, it is our hope that we have all climate change organizations coming together under one umbrella, that is the YCC, where we would have everyone having one common voice approaching the government pertaining to climate change matters. And we're also looking forward to having capacity building, we're having climate change education, we're having stakeholder meetings, we're having more engagement with other organizations that will be interested in climate change matters. We're also looking forward to having these organizations, coming together in subsequent years where we would also discuss climate change matters. And we know that once we do this, Ghana would come together and Ghana would have one voice in terms of contributing its quota towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals.